Well, one thing is for sure is that I'm not groveling up to that Kirk.
Forget Kirk. He is in for a rude awakening about where he stands in this company. We'll talk to Eden, that's all.
She's his wife.
She's also got a mind of her own, Dylan. Listen, Kirk does not vote on the board of directors. She does. And so do I.
Well, maybe we should just scratch the whole casino idea.
Why?
Because I hate to depend on people. I do a lot better when I can take care of things myself.
Well, look, you may not realize it, but you have depended on somebody all your life. First your parents, then Nick, well, at least Nick's money, and Sam. You know, it's just you have a habit of not admitting to it.
Well, maybe what I don't like is depending on you. I mean, let's be blunt. You know, what do you care whether or not this casino deal gets off the ground?
I think the casino is a good idea because it's going to help us recoup our investment of that oil rig that hasn't been paid off.
Let's get real, Kelly. The main thing you want is for me to be gone.
Not until Nick's paid back.
Okay, well, as long as we understand each other, that I don't want to be here and you don't want me to.
Fine.
Are you all right, sweetheart? I know you said you wanted to be alone, but I'm concerned. You missed that 11 o'clock meeting. Where were you, up here?
Kirk, have you told me everything that happened that night that Daddy almost died?
Of course, why?
Well, it's just because I've relied on you to fill in all the blanks for me.
And I have, as well as I could. Why? What do you want to know?
Well, it's just that we've assumed that I was the one that disconnected his life support systems. Are you sure that's the way it happened?
How was the clinic?
Fine.
I got you a Christmas card.
Thank you.
You can open it?
No, I'm in a hurry right now.
I got you some flowers, too.
Thank you. I'll leave them here for everyone to enjoy them.
Can't stop me from buying you things, you know.
No, I could stop taking them, though.
Where are you rushing off to? Another date with Mark?
Mason, you make it really hard to be friendly to you or even civil to you.
I don't want you to be civil to me. I want you to love me. Look, I know I'm making a jerk out of myself, but I miss you.
I'm sorry.
Liar. Mary Duval is a liar.
Who's there? Dylan? Who are you? Ah!
Janice?
What?
Hey, baby, it's okay. It's all
I'm
right.
so glad it's you.
It's all right.
Well, you want me to believe that I imagined it all, that I never knew you to begin with?
You have to shout it so everybody can hear.
I didn't make it up, Mary. You can't suddenly tell me that you don't care anymore and expect me to believe it.
I never said that.
Well, then what's all this about? Why can't we...
Mason, I have a lot of feelings. I have thoughts that nobody knows about. But I don't act out every impulse, and I don't do things that I know are going to hurt me.
I won't hurt you.
You already did. And I learned pretty quickly. I'm very sorry. I really wish things could have been different.
What about all those feelings that nobody knew about but me?
You can't bully me, and you can't flatter me, and you can't reason me into putting myself through this again, Mason. And I can't change you. You're just not good for me.
I only get one chance. Is that it?
That's right.
You're going to make somebody a wonderful ex-wife. Because no mere mortal will ever be pure enough for you to give your wholehearted commitment to. You'll leave him the same way you left your family, same way you left the convent, same way you left me.
So what's she like?
Just act straight with her. If You know how to do that.
Oh, I think I can remember how to do
And
that.
none of this hip macho baloney, because she will not be impressed, okay?
Hip macho.
Dylan, just act like a normal person.
Look, that entails doing a lot of bowing and groveling.
No, it doesn't entail that. Just treat her with a little respect, that's all. Now look, put these two things on. Nick's not gonna mind if you wear it.
What, over jeans?
This is California, Dylan.
So what's she gonna want me to call her?
It doesn't matter. She just cares about facts and figures. For instance, how much is this little conversion going to cost you?
Well, I'm not gonna have her pay for construction costs.
Yeah, but she'll want to know you know that.
Well, I have one bid in at $238, but that's high. I just don't have all the other bids yet.
All right, now there are going to be some permanent improvements here. Who's going to own them?
I'll waive all rights, including interior work, except for the removable equipment that I supply.
All right, she's going to need design approval.
She can have that too. I don't have all the drawings yet.
All right, listen, we'll stop by the offshore division office and pick up plans of this existing platform, okay?
Excellent.
All right, now are you willing to reconvert to the original structure once the lease is up?
No. Now, Capital Enterprises can do that for a lot cheaper than I can.
Great. Now listen, don't be too obliging because she won't buy that either, okay?
You really know your way around this stuff, don't you?
What, are you surprised?
No. You always surprise me. So, tell me, how do I look? Do I look like Nick?
No?
So I asked you to leave.
Well, I didn't think you knew what you were saying, so I waited for you on the stairs.
Well, why? I mean, did I say why I was going to see Daddy? Did I say what I was going to do?
No.
So you had no idea?
It crossed my mind.
Then why didn't you stop me?
I don't know, wait a minute. I'm getting confused here. I didn't think about that until later.
Well, then what?
Well, after a couple of minutes, I heard an alarm, and I didn't know what it was. Burglars, or I just didn't know until I came up and found the machines disconnected and you lying there with a cord in your hand.
Well, then you didn't actually see me pull the plug, and I don't remember actually pulling it.
Now, wait a minute. Do you have another theory now, Eden? Is that it? You know, I brought all this up to you before. And you were impatient with me for even thinking it. Now, what made you change your mind?
Kirk, look, I know it's a little far-fetched, but I just thought if there was a possibility that I wasn't the one
Now,
who
wait a
did
minute. Have you
it.
talked with someone?
Kirk, I'm sorry I missed the meeting.
Have you talked with Cruz?
What makes you think that?
Well, Eden, it's just that we've gone to a lot of trouble to make sure that he didn't know. So, of course, he'd be talking about other suspects. You don't have to worry, darling. You have a solid alibi. I will never tell anyone.
I'm not worried about getting caught.
Well, what then?
I just think it would be different if I knew that I wasn't the one who did it.
Stop it, Mason.
Why shouldn't we talk about you? You're very quick to point out other people's shortcomings.
You're just trying to hurt me now.
What? You can accuse me of taking Brandon away from Gina out of spite, but if I even hint that you might have less...
Would you keep your voices down out there, please?
Why? He can't hear us.
And Mary isn't an employee here, Mason. Why don't you just stop harassing her?
You know, you may have married the boss, Kirk. But you're just an employee, too. Remember that.
Mason, if I wanted to get pushy, I could point out that I am head of this household.
I was waiting for that.
You and Gina certainly don't command any respect around here.
Sick or well, my father's the head of this house. That right, Eden?
Listen, I meant in the meantime. Don't twist my words.
Don't get in my way.
What was that all about?
Oh, nothing. He makes me say things I don't even mean. You know how infuriating he can be.
Nothing?
No, I looked around and I didn't see anybody. Now, how long have Nick and this producer been gone?
Just a few minutes ago, I was taking off my makeup and getting dressed, and this shadow came up on the screen. And then when you got there, it was gone.
This place is closed down, though, right?
Well, they rented it for the day. Warren, I'm not the nervous type, but I feel like somebody is following me.
Yes, let me ask you something about this modeling thing. Are you feeling guilty about something?
No. Okay, sure, I see my mother shaking her finger at me every once in a while for prancing. But I am not seeing things out of a guilty conscience, Warren.
Okay, all right. Maybe it was just a peeping Tom. I wouldn't blame him.
Don't joke about this.
I'm sorry.
I'd like to go home and change my clothes. Would you drop me off at the Orient Express? I'm supposed to meet Dylan there.
Sure, only if I can buy you lunch while you wait.
Okay, sure. And you know what? I won't feel guilty about that either.
All right.
What do you know about running a business?
My partner Sam and I had an air cargo business in the Caribbean.
All right, now do you have quarterly profit and loss sheets that you can give me since 1980?
Unfortunately, St. Martin has 2 A's, right?
Right.
Unfortunately, all our records went down with my plane offshore.
Well, where's your capital?
The plane was it.
Oh, great. That inspires confidence, Dylan.
Well, it's true.
Okay. Why a casino?
Are you being Eden now, or are you being you?
Explain it to both of us, all right?
Well, gambling's always been a big hobby of mine.
No. Don't say that, whatever you do. Think of another one.
Okay, how about, I know a great deal about the casino business.
Much better.
As you can see from my resume, I went from runner to boxman to ladderman to dealer of the craps games at the Whitehall Casino in St. Martin's, all in a very short time.
This is pretty good.
And I can tell you all the major
Hello?
percentages and the holds on the major games that they have.
You've got the wrong number.
Who was that?
Somebody looking for Sky. Now, what is a whole
Excuse
percentage?
me. Rooster? Yeah, it's Sky. Listen, can we meet in about it? No, I can't meet now. Okay. Okay, at the beach bar, and don't start without me.
What is at the beach bar? Wait, Dylan, who is this Rooster guy and calling you Sky?
Look, there are some times when a person cannot use their real name. Eden. Hi, yes, I'd like to leave a message for Janice Harrison, please.
So what do we have this afternoon?
Well, there are 2 proposals to review. There's one is the Palm Springs expansion, and the other is that new site in Atlanta. Oh, yes, and there are management Christmas bonuses. Apparently this was something that your father signed himself.
The window wasn't open, was it?
What?
That night when you carried me out?
Oh, no. In fact, I had a great deal of trouble getting it open at all.
And you didn't see anybody, yeah? You didn't see anybody in the hall, in the house, nothing, nowhere.
Wait a minute. Why do you think I would avoid telling you something like that?
I know you wouldn't.
Eden, don't get me wrong. I'm glad to see that you're thinking like this, but if there was someone else involved, the police will have to tell you that. I can't tell you that. And frankly, it hurts me a little bit that you think that, or that you imply that I would be keeping something from you.
Well, I didn't mean it that way. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just trying to lay the blame on somebody else. I think the only one who really knows what happened is Daddy.
Never thought about it like that.
I wish he could tell us. You know, sometimes I get the strangest feeling that he's trying to.
The role of Gina Capwell is now being played by Robin Matson.
Look who's here.
Little me.
Certainly been making yourself scarce lately.
I didn't realize I would be missed.
I've been looking for you.
Why? I haven't got anything left you can take. Unless you want blood.
Don't give me any ideas. Where were you?
I joined a drug rehabilitation center. I want to get well. Get my son back. He loves me, you know. He'll be very miserable living with Santana.
What center? Where?
Never mind. My doctor doesn't want you involved.
You be willing to sign an affidavit stating that you're under treatment for drug addiction?
What's the matter? Don't you believe me?
No. In fact, I'm sure you're not under treatment for drug addiction.
Why?
I showed Mary the prescription label from your pill bottle.
So?
So Mary's a nurse. She knows prescription drugs, and she knows that these are not addictive.
Let me see that.
Why did you lie, Gina?
I didn't. Look, Mary may think that they're not addictive, but they are.
You're lying, Gina. Why?
Look, what sense is it trying to explain it to you? You don't understand anything. You don't understand about drugs or prescriptions or addiction or anything else.
No, but Mary does. I tell you what. I'll go find Mary and bring her back here. You can explain it to both of us.
Okay, you take the roller, I take the brush.
Yes, Sergeant.
No, I want the roller.
And you know, Mary, the only thing I asked from you was to help me pick a color. I'll get around the painting.
Oh, Mark, you've been saying that for weeks.
I will.
Listen, you might as well get it painted before the Christmas tree goes up.
Oh, wait a minute. What Christmas tree?
Well, you are going to have one, aren't you?
Oh, no. Actually, I was thinking about going into hiding until the whole thing is over with. Spending Christmas alone is depressing. And no, I don't want any sympathy.
Hey, you're not going to be alone. You've got me.
When did I get you?
Well, look, as things stand now, I have to work Christmas Day, so I can't go home to Ventura till the day afterwards. So, want to come with me?
Why are you gritting your teeth?
Because I am trying not to spill this.
You look like one of those department store Santa Claus who just wants to go home.
Mark, we are going to have a good time Christmas, all right? So you might as well just stop bickering and start painting.
Okay. You know, all those years, where'd you spend them, in the convent or the Marine Corps?
And I suppose that you think that I'm not capable of making a commitment.
Where'd that come from?
Because I am.
Mason Capwell, that's right.
Who's he?
We're some pair, you know? But hey, look, at least you're the one who got to do the dumping.
Mark, I really do want to have a nice time Christmas and New Year's. They were always the big holidays with me.
Me too. But they're always the most sentimental, too. Hey, come on, I'll ho-ho for you if you ho-ho for me.
Whoa.
Watch it. Whoa.
Don't know Dylan, huh?
The message said he was going to be late. So who do you keep calling every few seconds?
Oh, it's a long story.
I'm nosy.
No, it's okay. I was just trying to get in touch with my dad at home and my mom in her hotel room.
Your mother's away? I just saw you with her yesterday.
No, I think she and Dan are splitting up.
Oh, Warren. Here I've been going on about my paranoid little worries. I'm sorry.
Just everybody else saw it coming. Why didn't I? I just felt that, I don't know, I felt they could work it out somehow.
Well, how do you feel about it?
I don't know. It's been rough on them, but it's also been rough on me. To tell you the truth, I was getting tired of playing a marriage counselor there. Just I feel homeless. I haven't lived at home in years, but I still feel homeless. I'm sorry, I don't know what brought that up.
Warren, I'm sure they're both feeling very hurt and depressed right now. But you're important, too.
Thank you.
Homeless is not a nice feeling.
No. Look, you and Dylan will be getting a place of your own soon, won't you?
Well, I am. I think Dylan's going to stay on at Kelly's old apartment. If he stays at all, I don't know. He keeps talking about leaving.
I thought you and Dylan were a team.
We're friends.
Look who's being nosy, huh?
I don't mind.
No, it's just that I'm kind of curious. I like you.
I like you, too.
I just seem to have this habit of liking people who are in love with somebody else.
Yeah. It's a real drag, isn't it?
Okay, I'll try. You've met my sister, Eden Capwell?
Yes, Eden, it's nice to see you again.
I've been hearing a lot about you.
Well, I hope it was all good. I don't know how much Kelly has been telling you, but I have a proposal for you here.
Eden, what'd you say you wanted me to tell the Atlanta office? You know, the coat and tie won't help if you're still peddling the same idea.
Well, you already talked to Kirk?
Briefly, he did.
Why didn't you mention it to me?
I didn't have all my ducks in a row. If you'll just bear with me.
He wants to lease an oil rig and turn it into a gambling casino.
I have in front of me here the plans to the Capwell D39.
Well, at least you chose a rig that's dead, but Dylan, gambling's illegal.
What does the D in Capwell D39 stand for?
It's very good. I forgot. That's one of our rigs outside the contiguous zone.
Which means that it is outside of the legal limit, 12.6 miles. So it's not in California, not in the United States, limbo.
All right, pitch me.
No, wait a minute. He's a pilot. What does he know about business?
Maybe you'd like to look at my resume, Mr. Capwell.
Cranston.
I'm sorry. If you'll look here in pencil, I have marked the areas where we'll have to build up the structure. Very minor.
Well, it's not going to be cheap getting labor out there.
Well, I've already taken care of that. I have a bid at $238, and that's high, and I'll tell you why. You see, all we have to do is make the building safe and sound. We don't have any building codes to follow, any fire marshals to police.
Who's going to pay for all the work?
I will.
How?
Investors.
Well, who's going to invest in this? I mean, they can't take it off on their taxes. This business would not exist to the IRS.
I've thought of that, too. We'll form a dummy company here in California. We'll call it Hartwell Investment Company. Hartley Capwell. We'll pay out the profits as dividends.
Let me see that.
Well, where will you get the equipment? Shimmy tables, slot machines, roulette wheels? There's another 100,000 right there.
My partner Sam and I, there is nothing that we cannot fix. We'll get trade-ins, used one, busted ups.
Well, what kind of profit percentage is this going to be?
Well, like it is on most big casinos, 23%.
Oh, so you're talking for every $100 bet, 23?
Except for Keno and slot machines, which is 90. You get 15%.
What are you thinking?
Well, I love it. I'd love a piece of it, but I can't. I've got to say no.
Why? I'm on the board. I think it's a great
Look,
idea.
there's one fatal flaw. Capitol Enterprises is a corporation domiciled in California. That means we're liable for all accidents, damages, loss if we lease you that rig. I mean, that's just like a little piece of the USA floating out there. Now, if you could buy it, fine, but I don't think you have that kind of money.
Sure I do. You are going to sell me that rig for $1.
I am.
That's right. Not so fast. You are also going to sell me an option to sell it back to you at the end of 2 years for the price of $1.
Is that legal?
Sounds iffy. I don't know. Maybe.
So technically, you would own the rig for 2 years, is that it?
That's right.
Somehow I feel like I've been gypped out of $1.
Would 20% make it up to you?
Look, why don't you give me a couple days? I'll check it through the legal department and I'll get back to you. Is that all right?
That's fine. Listen, I appreciate you letting me have some of your time, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Oh, you will.
Thank you.
You will.
Why don't you keep that?
Okay. Kirk, would you mind giving Kelly and I a few minutes alone?
Sure. I'll be in the study. Just for the record, I think you're crazy.
Well, what did you think? I mean, I know there are a lot of other questions you want to ask.
Yeah, I do have questions. Especially one. What's Dylan Hartley mean to you?
I don't know what to say. I mean, why did I come with him? Is that...
Well, for starters.
I liked his idea, and I thought you might, too. That's all.
Listen, when he was living here, was he going to present this idea to somebody else?
No, I don't know what that's about. He didn't tell me.
Does he tell you everything?
No.
Look, the reason I'm asking this is just because of the way you looked at him and the way he looked at you.
Eden, Dylan is Nick's brother, that's all. In fact, Nick has just asked him to be his best man.
Nick proposed to you?
Mm-hmm.
And you said yes?
Yeah.
So wonderful.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you. When is it going to happen?
Well, we haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh, Kelly, marry him. I mean it. Marry him right away. I mean, you love him, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do.
Look, if you don't marry him, I mean it.
Edie?
I'll be right there. Listen, this whole thing with Dylan, I'll check through the research departments and the legal departments. If there's no hang-ups, honestly, I'll just push it right through.
Oh, Eden, he'll be so pleased. Thank you. Can I tell him that?
Yes, you can, but you can tell him that he cannot have 20%. It's got to be 40%. And nothing gets signed until he comes up with half the startup costs.
Well, where's he going to get that kind of money with nothing on paper?
We're just going to have to see how resourceful he is.
Boxcar.
Yeah, can we get past that come out? All right, this guy picks up 80, I pick up 40.
Now, you sure this guy is not a cop, huh?
This guy? You're not a law enforcement officer, are you?
No way.
Well, if he was, you would have to tell us now, wouldn't you?
And why don't you take off that stupid tie and throw him, huh?
Huh? All right.
Right here.
I was picking up 80. Let it ride. 80 says I pass.
Off, baby.
Side action?
20 on a miss out.
All right, I'll take another 20 on top of that. Who's going to cover?
Got it.
All right, roll him.
Boss right, boss right.
Come on, sweetness.
11.
There you go.
No, let it ride. Let it ride.
All right, I'll fade half.
Okay, you covered.
Come on, sweetness. Come on, sweetness.
8.
2 to 1, you don't make it.
I'll take the right bet. How much do you give me for this?
Go.
Ooh. Let me see. That's an ounce.
Ounce.
6.5. $500, my man.
On a 2-to-1 bet?
Hey, take it or leave it, Sky.
I'll take his 500.
Right. Parts right.
Here we go.
Come on, sweetness. Come on, sweetness.
4.
Yeah. All right, we got a $1,000 roll here, gentlemen. Any more action?
Parts right.
All right, do it.
Come on, sweetness. Talk to me.
6. He's starting to sweat, guys. He's starting to sweat.
Come on.
Looking for that 8. Come on, sweetie. Looking for the 8. Looking for it.
7.
Yeah.
It's a miss out for one spot, huh?
Guys, I'm wasted. How about if you gentlemen come up with a little credit for the sky?
I don't see why not, huh, guys? Every crapshoot needs a big loser, and looks like that's you, Sky.
Hey, if you're gonna paint, you want to wear something besides my
I
bathrobe?
thought you were going to stay at the laundromat with my clothes.
Nobody steals painting clothes, Mary. Now put that roller away.
I'm not finished yet.
I'll finish it over the weekend, I promise. Besides, I don't have enough quarters to wash my whole wardrobe today.
All right, but Mark, I'm coming in on Monday to check up on you. Where's your shirt?
It was dirty. I would have left my pants there, but I didn't want to cause a sensation in the neighborhood. Hey, let me clean that too.
Hey, I can do it.
All right, fine. Just don't get it on my bathrobe. Just a minute.
I have to see Mary.
Well, what makes you think she's here, Mason?
Her car's outside. I came by earlier, but the clinic door was locked. This time it was open.
Well, I left it that way, but it wasn't an invitation.
Hey, Mark, what do you want me to do?
Mason, don't jump to any conclusions, all right?
Mark, you don't have to explain anything to him. It's none of his business.
Hell, it isn't.
I'm over. Come on, pay up. I'm over.
Whoopee, $20 to the good. Hey, give the man a 20 just to shut him up, will you? Yeah. Here you go. Let's go, Button. You're up.
Yo. All right, look here. I got 200. Who'll pay me 200 on a pass, huh?
Piece of that. Betting's getting kind of steep, huh, kid?
6-to-1 odds on a 7 pass.
They're all humorous.
18-to-1 on a 3-4.
The kid's glutton for punishment here, huh?
The odds are 18-to-1, right?
Okay. Sure, guy. 360 to your 20. He doesn't roll 3 and a 4. Man is pitiful, huh? I mean, you better get ready to reopen up that credit union, huh?
Parts right. Come on, let's go.
Here we go.
Sweet Mary, there we go.
Whose dice
Do
are
me
those?
pretty now.
Whose dice are those?
You shoot again, Button?
Here, come on. 300 this time. Come on, fellas. Put the money up.
I'll fade. I tell you what, I'll take his odds on snake eyes.
You gonna roll some snake eyes, Buttons?
Ask my astrologer, brother. Ask my astrologer.
30 to 1.
36-to-1.
30.
It's Chump's odds, Sky.
Here's 100.
$3,000. Plus your little gold nugget. Just so nobody calls me a chumpo bandito.
I gotta get a piece of this action. What do you got left, Mr. Long Shot, Big Shot?
80.
Let's take this man to the cleaners. Roll him.
Parts right.
Sweetness.
Wait a minute. Only one of them hit the back.
Well, it's supposed to count. Now, before we look, it's supposed to count.
Yeah, it's supposed to count.
No!
Wait a second now. I don't think that's supposed to count, man.
It's too late now, pal. Too late now.
How well do you two know each other, anyway?
What are you talking about? The man just took 300 of my bucks.
The man just took $6,000 of us.
All right.
You shoot. Good dice, Sky. I got ward on my butt.
You riding, Sky?
6,000 on a pass, gentlemen. I got no takers.
I got 6,000 to bet with him, huh?
I'll cover you.
Man, you gonna roll bet
Wait a second,
against
is there a
yourself,
rule
huh?
against that? Just
roll.
Come on, sweet. Come on, sugar bear. Give it to me.
Sit back.
You lose, guy.
I lose the roll of the bet. Craps. Yo! Come on, rake it in.
don't believe
this.
Hey, what are you doing here, little girl?
Hey, wait a minute. Chill out, chill out. This is my old lady. I bring her around to help me carry home my winnings. Kelly, give me a hand with this, will you? You just won a raffle.
Oh, wait. You're not gonna walk out right now, boy.
Dylan, I just came to give you the good news about the casino.
Hey, what, did you bring a hustler to this game, Rooster?
Wait a second, guys. Now, there's no casino.
Hey. You're not blowing smoke up our sleeves, are you, Scott?
Mason, I want you out of here, and I want you out of here now.
What happened to all your moral scruples? All that eyelash fluttering about no sex before marriage?
Go ahead and think what you want of me, Mason. You'll judge anyone by your own standards anyway.
Mason, some other place and some other time.
You just weren't attracted to me, is that it? You like the money, but not the package?
Oh, that's enough. Now get up and finish.
Leave him alone!
This your type? He-men and T-shirts? Maybe you like truck drivers, guys who hit you.
You get out of here! Get out!
He's taking advantage of you because you're hurt and you're lonely.
I'm not lonely, Mason. Every minute I spend away from you is a relief. You and your ideas of love makes me sick.
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe you're just too good for me.
Well, anybody would be.
I won't bother you again. Enjoy yourself.
I hate him.
Mary, you want me to go after him and explain?
No, I know.
It's been an hour and a half.
Thank you. Well, I don't care if he never shows up at all.
Thanks for lunch, Warren.
Hey, where are you going? Stick around. It's almost dinner time.
I should call the apartment and see where Dylan is. He was supposed to pick these proofs up from Nick. To tell you the truth, I'm a little beat. Try jumping in and out of swimsuits for 6 hours and you'll know what I mean.
Hey, can I see you sometime, some evening? Don't say no.
That would be nice.
Great. Well, I'll tell you then, okay?
Goodbye.
Well, hello again.
Hello.
Scotch rocks with a twist? In fact, pour me two for efficiency's sake. Thank you, sir. I like to pretend I'm not drinking alone.
Oh, Mason, I suppose it never occurred to you you might have the wrong bottle.
I thought I told you to wait at home.
You never came back. I knew where to find you. So where's Mary?
Forget Mary.
I thought you wanted me to explain it all to her, too.
Forget Mary. What wrong bottle?
Oh, the wrong bottle of pills. It seems that the ones you found were the ones my doctor prescribed to me for migraines.
You have migraine.
Terrible ones. I didn't see the label until you held it up today, and so I assumed you found the other pills. Bad ones.
The ones you're addicted to.
Yes.
Well, where are they? Let me see them.
Have them with me.
Some addict.
I destroyed them. Couldn't stand the temptation. I'm trying to find it.
Right.
So I guess that clears things up.
Gina, I listened to the tape, and you know the part where you admit that you're addicted to the pills? That was recorded over something else.
Maybe there was some music on it or something.
No, I think you said something on it that you didn't want me to hear. So you went back and you recorded that phony confession over it about the non-existent pills that you're now undergoing your non-existent treatment for.
How could I do that? Come on. You know how inept I am with mechanical things. You know that.
What I'm trying to figure out is what in that strange little brain of yours could be worse to admit to than drug addiction.
You are an awful person. You know, I bared my very soul to you, and all you can do is sit there and accuse me of...
Yes? Of what, Gina? Gina?
Excuse me, I've run out of dimes. Could you call me a cab, please?
I'll handle this. Janice, may I buy you a drink? Look, I already have.
No, thank you. I'd really like to get home.
Well, could I be your taxi then?
Well, I could use a ride.
I won't be needing these, bartender. Just call me driver.
That's what they used to call me.
Look, you really don't have to go, Mary.
No, I'm all right.
No, really, I'm a great cook. Our specialty's Chinese takeout.
Thanks. You're awfully sweet, but no, I really am all right. Mark, I'd have to admit that up till today, I thought Mason and I might still... But that's all changed.
You're too nice to be going through this, Mary.
Well, I'm not going to go through this anymore. But thank you for being here.
I'm always here. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll go get a Christmas tree. All right. See you.
Kirk, I said I'd only consider the proposal.
Well, at least you held out for 40%.
Daddy? It's late afternoon, and we're going by the office now, and we're gonna go home. It's not home, but it's home to me now, and I just...
There's something I've been meaning to discuss with you.
Well, let me just say goodbye, okay?
No, but I'd like your father to hear if he can hear us.
All right.
It's just that I know the apartment isn't home. And I'm going to get you a real home as soon as
Kirk,
I
I didn't
can.
mean anything by that. I just wanted to talk to him. I know that he likes to hear my voice.
Yes, I know that you like to be around him and your brother and sister, and there are certain advantages here that I haven't been able to give you.
You aren't angry because I spend a lot of time here, are you?
No, not at all. Sweetheart, I just want you to know that it would be all right with me if you wanted us to move in here for a little while. I think it would be good for you to be around your father right now. I think it's helping you feel as though you can make up for...
But I can never make up for anything.
But you do love him. And you like to work down in his study, even though Mason says I don't belong here.
Well, you can't listen to Mason. Do you really mean it?
Of course.
You're so wonderful to me.
All right, well, I'll talk to my housekeeper, have us pack up right now.
Thank you. I'll tell Rosa.
They got here. Nick must have dropped them off.
What?
My contact sheets. I did a modeling shoot this morning for a swimwear catalog.
Mind if I peek?
Ugh, that one's awful.
Oh, you're very good, Janice. I know that's not as easy as it looks.
Thanks for the ride home, Mason.
You know, Janice, I don't know what you might have heard, but I'm a very misunderstood person.
I see. So am I.
Think we have something in common?
Thanks again for the ride.
You know, between you and me, I'm sick of people. I'm sick of goodness, and I'm sick to death of love.
I'm sorry. That doesn't sound very pleasant.
No, it's not. So what I need, well, I can't have what I need, so do you mind if I just sort of admire you, think impure thoughts about you?
As long as you keep them to yourself.
Thank you. I'll call you here then, if that's all right. I promise next time I'll be witty and charming and only mildly offensive.
Mason, you think you want a sex object, or whatever they call it now. But I bet that's not what you really want.
What is it? And what do they call that?
Nothing.
No wonder I never thought to ask for it. Bye.
Goodbye.
Well, well, well. You got ourselves a system boy here.
Look like a system to me.
It's probability, simple math.
All right, who do you work for?
Nobody. Now, how can I fix this? They're not even my dime.
So wait a second. Atlantic City. Atlantic City, that's where I knew you from.
Let me get out of here.
Where, man?
Dylan!
I played fair and I won.
Hey, all bets are off with Huston.
I'm not. I need this money to pay a debt.
That's right, and we are collecting. You understand?
You keep the dice, okay? Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah, I'm okay. What are you doing coming in here spoiling my shot?
Look, I didn't know!
$12,000. Now, I could have paid Nick back and been gone out of here tomorrow.
Then why'd you tell me you were here for something else instead of
Because
telling
I
me you
didn't
were
think
for
that you
meeting?
would go to bat for me with Eden if you knew that I was trying to get the money some other way.
Well, it's too late now.
You bet it is. You owe me, lady, to the tune of $12,000. And I don't ever want to hear another word out of you saying that I owe my brother anything. Don't you walk away from me.
I hate that! And I hate you!
I gotta get out of here. You're poisoned.
Eden was gonna give you that rig, Dylan. At least I'm pretty sure that's what I meant by too late.
Maybe I don't want it anymore.
What are you gonna tell Nick then? Eden wants me to work on it with you.
Any place where you are is not safe.
My senses